That's a good way to start the show. Don't you know? What's going on, Chloe? Another week, another crisis.
Always. Always.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday Up Late. It's good to have you. Maybe it's your first time here, and if that's the case, formal introductions. My name is Glenn.
And I am Chiloe, or Chloe, as they like to call me.
So grab yourselves a drink, sit back, spend the next, 45 minutes with us as we muck around and play dumb movie games. Because that's what we do on this show, and they are dumb, as are we.
Oh, yeah. Understatement of the year.
We come to you two ways. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can listen to us as a podcast as well, which I think podcast is my preferred way, not just because, I think we're beautiful. I think, looking at us is definitely beneficial. I just think we sound better as a podcast.
I mean, as a very time-poor person and who only gets to kind of chill at the end of the night, I watch it on Facebook rather than listen to it on a podcast. So we've got two ends of the spectrum there. It's great.
We cover all of our bases. That's right. We cover it all. Please, everybody, consider listening to us on the Newsly app. That is exactly what I was getting to. It is a free super app. It gives you every podcast you could ever want, including ours. And it also brings you all of the news from around the world, collected from over 80 different countries. All of the highest trending articles from all around the world are just sort of funneled into your phone. Makes it all easy and digestible. Best of all, it reads it back to you in a natural human voice, which is very handy for when you're lazy like me and don't want to read. Or you could be busy and it's helpful that way. It is a free app, but they do have a premium service. And if you want, we can get you a free month trial of that premium service. All you got to do is use our exclusive code, which is Wednesday Up Late, all one word, when you upgrade. And you are welcome.
I don't know where you're going to put...
It's always in the center. That never changes, Chloe. You watch it every week. You just said so yourself. It's always in the center.
I'm just going to point to all directions just in case.
Yes. That's right there. That's proof.
It covers all my bases.
It's proof that you watch this as a podcast as opposed to listening to it as a podcast. Otherwise, because the people right now don't know what you've been doing for the last 10 seconds.
Just gesturing and dancing like an absolute moron as per usual. Nothing new here.
Yeah, anyway. Enough with the scripted stuff. Now we're on with the show. This is where we play games. And what do we got this week? First one is One's Gotta Go. This is a game I don't think we've played for a little while, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I think it has been a minute since we've played this one, and it can get a little bit dicey depending on, what we put out there. But, we're always
it's dicey depending on what you answer. As in you personally, whatever you answer,
true.
That's
I do
where
have
the
strong
opinions
comes in. That I don't like to back down on, even though I know I'm wrong half the time. But I got to do it with integrity.
You're usually right. It's just your opinion, and other people disagree with the opinion.
Yeah, quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Yes. All right, I'm going to go first with this one.
Okay.
One's Gotta Go. Donnie Darko, Carrie, The Craft, or Cruel Intentions?
Oh, this one's kind of easy for me. I haven't seen The Craft, so I'm going to choose that one because I've seen the other ones.
Okay.
So I think I'll just do that. However, that may change if I ever do watch The Craft.
Craft is so up your alley. It's essentially like what would you call it? Clueless with witches.
Yep. It's always been that one that's popped up and I've gone, oh yes, I want to watch that, but I've never actually done it.
So well, you just shaved a couple of minutes off the show, so fantastic.
We can do that. We'll go to bed early. Who knows? Well, my one kind of goes along a similar line to yours. One's Gotta Go. The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho.
Yep.
The Exorcist.
Yep.
Or Carrie.
It's a really tough one, that one, but I do have my answer pretty easily. I think it's Carrie. I think Carrie's got to go for that one. The
other three are very strong, iconic movies. Yeah.
I mean, Carrie's iconic too, but I feel Carrie falls much more in line with the teen horror. The other ones are much more, for lack of better word, celebrated.
Mature.
Award-winning type of, horror films. They're much more films as opposed to movies, whereas Carrie's much more It sort of leans in on its genre very hard. It's very, like I said, teen based. It's very Stephen King, although shining Stephen King, but not Stephen King. Like we could go into that. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's my answer.
Carrie, good one.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
should just take a leaf out of your book and like shaved a few minutes off that one too, and just said no reason, just Carrie.
But you had a reason, and that's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
It's good to have reasons. Back yourself.
There's a song there. You want to sing it?
No.
Just make it up. All right. One's got to go. Oh, it's your turn. My turn.
No, your turn.
7. Zodiac. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Or Gone Girl.
All good movies. There's no way in hell I'm getting rid of 7. That's
a correct answer.
And the Zodiac, there's no way I'm getting rid of just Jake Gyllenhaal. So
also a correct answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go with Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
The only answer.
The correct answer. Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, because obviously they're all David Fincher movies.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I would personally get rid of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is because it's a remake. The original is much better. And
it's a foreign film as well, isn't it?
It is. It's a fantastic. It's like oh gosh, I don't know where it's from. Danish or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Finnish or somewhere Nordic.
Yep. Such an incredible film and trilogy. But the David Fincher coming along and remaking it was pointless. It was almost like a shot by shot remake. It just didn't need to happen. The only benefit for some, I guess, was that it was in English, when it doesn't make sense when it's still set where it was. And
yeah. No, it doesn't make sense.
Excuse me. Excuse the coffee, people. I'm not well. I'll just drop that from the audio.
All right. So my next one.
Yep.
Johnny English.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Powers.
Yep.
I Spy.
Mm-hmm.
And Pink Panther.
Pink Panther's in the Steve Martin one, or are we talking any of them?
I'll let you choose.
Okay, well that changes everything, because if it's a Steve Martin one, I can get rid of that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Pretty pointless. Hate.
Who was the original? What's his?
Peter Sellers.
Okay.
Peter Sellers did a bunch of them. I think like 7 Pink Panther movies. There was Alan Arkush came in and did one of them, and then Roberto Benigni came in and did The Son of Pink Panther. So it's like a huge franchise.
Yep.
Had no right being remade with an American. Like, it just stupid. But then again, I don't like Johnny English either. At all.
Oh, my good mate would be so disappointed in you right now. It's his favorite movie.
Look, I can't knock anybody's favorite movie. If it's your favorite, it's your favorite, right?
Yeah, look, I don't understand it either.
But Johnny English, it's just we won't go into that. I don't want to offend your friend. I've given you my answer.
Pink Panther or Johnny English?
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep. So how about Hot Rod?
Oh.
Pop Star, Never Stop Stopping.
Never stop, never stopping. No, never stop.
Never stop, never stopping. Yep. That is actually what I've written down. I just didn't say it. I'm trying to shave those minutes off, you see. MacGruber.
You're failing. Oh.
Or Palm Springs.
Oh, I actually really enjoyed Palm Springs. And I despise Groundhog Day type movies.
Same.
I've been very public and opinionated about how much I hate Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
Palm Springs, I really did enjoy. But MacGruber, you can't get rid of MacGruber or Hot Rod.
I think the answer's pretty easy in this one.
Palm Springs. It'll have to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
As much as I really enjoyed it, I'm not getting rid of the others.
Fair enough. There lies the answer. And Hot Rod, that was just never going anywhere.
No. But you and I are on very, very similar wavelengths this evening. So my next one for you. Night at the Roxbury. Coneheads. Hot Rod. And Wayne's World.
Coneheads by a mile.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like Coneheads, but I also recognize very much that it's not a good movie. It's a very flawed movie. I
Yeah.
watched it again recently, maybe when I say recently, a year and a half ago, and was really taken aback by how much it has not held up very well. I don't think the comedy is that good in it. It's more of a nostalgic thing for me. I think my brain wants to like it because of its era.
Mm-hmm.
But of those, yeah, that's the easiest one to get rid of.
I remember my mum showing me that movie quite young
Mm.
and them putting the sex things on their cones
Mm-hmm.
and just thinking like I probably just only sort of realized what sex was. And then I saw these people putting shit on their heads and I'm like, what the fuck is going like it just didn't gel together. And that's the one thing that's stuck in my
I
brain.
find it's an annoying concept. Like, it's the concept that's been done 100 times. You've got your Mork and Mindy's, your Third Rock from the Sun. Like, it's a alien, in a new world concept, which is fine. But the fact they made them look so ghastly and disgusting, I think that does not help you enjoy the film.
You too focused on the actual
Too
look
focused
of
on the
the
fact they got ass plugs on their head. Which is kind of like they go with that joke at various times, how phallic and all this. But it's like, yeah, but we have to look at it throughout every single scene in this movie.
Yeah, I can see how it would be distracting for
And
sure.
Dan Aykroyd annoys me, so I don't enjoy watching him as much anymore as I
Oh,
did
fair
back in the
enough.
day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fair.
Fair. All right.
Fair.
I've got for you Armageddon, Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, and Dante's Peak.
Well, I've never seen Dante's Peak. So I'm just going to take the easy route out and
All
do that
right.
again.
Sure. So I reckon most people watching that have seen all of those would say Dante's Peak's the best one of the lot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then what I'll do is I'll watch Dante's Peak and then we'll come back to this and then I'll probably
All
change
right.
my opinion.
You know you won't.
I might. I've got some news for you, pal. Don't you? You just wait. All right. My last one for you. Up, Big Hero 6,
Mm-hmm.
The Incredibles,
Yep.
or How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, this is controversial because I don't really like any of them.
Oh, you've got to like some more than the other.
Yeah.
You
Read
don't
them out
like
to me
the
again.
original Incredibles?
I really, really don't like the original Incredibles, and that is very controversial because everyone
Yeah.
I say that to reacts to it, and I don't care that you love it. Like, I just don't. Like, it just annoys the shit out of me. Like, I really, particularly now that superheroes are everywhere, it's like it's just less appealing to me than it ever was before. But at the same time, How to Train Your Dragon, I find that a pretty difficult watch. Don't enjoy it.
The sequels I can agree with you on.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
original, however, I
yeah.
don't.
No, that's fine. And what were the other ones?
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, which it was fine. I wouldn't get rid of that from this list, but it was fine. It was nothing special.
That's one
And
movie
up,
that
yeah,
my kids will watch and just cack themselves the
yeah,
entire movie because Baymax is such a wonderful character
yes,
and they just absolutely soak him up. And also, and this is a really big also for me, that movie got them into one of my favorite bands in the entire world. So they now love Fall Out Boy because of that movie. And I cannot, no one can ever take that away from
you're
me.
sounding like a teenager to me, Chloe.
I mean, once an emo, always an emo.
I know, and I
No
was
matter
just
how
that.
red my
I
hair
was
gets.
to give some context for people listening. Like, I was the generation ahead of you that sort of bypassed the emo stage. Like, we had the gothic sort of, the Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails stage, but we bypassed the emo phase. Like, we didn't have those bands. To us just seemed like silly teenage bands, but to you that was your everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely it was. So yeah, that's a big one for me. So yeah, what would you one's got to go?
Yeah. So that would be The Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a huge
See,
fan
for
of Up
me,
either. So,
yeah, see, I would choose Up because
Mhm.
that's the even though the story was, lovely, it made me ugly cry in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and I'll have
No,
to
but
discount it straight
that
from there.
first 10 minutes though is what's magical about the film.
For
Like,
sure.
when I watched Up, the first act, let's say, I'm like, this is possibly the greatest piece of animation I think I've ever seen. But then when the adventure takes off, it got so ludicrous and dumb. It sucked all of the relevance out of that opening act.
The opening scene, it kind of discounted it a little bit, didn't it?
And recently, the short film sequel to Up, maybe one of many short film sequels, I don't know, but it was played in front of Elemental, the new new Pixar film, and it was just bad. Like I could not get over. Like, what are you doing? They're trying to recapture that sentimental thing, and like almost just give us just that, like in a 10-15 minute short. I'm like, you're just not hitting the buttons. Like it's just stupid. Anyway,
fair enough.
So I'm getting triggered now.
Wow. Oh, sorry. Oh. Talking about being one generation up. Triggered.
Hey, what was it you said to me last week?
That was me celebrating. Okay. That was me celebrating.
This is me celebrating being a generation older. And for the listeners, I'm flipping the birds.
Yeah, he's getting me back. It's karma. Okay, so a few things.
Oh, sure.
After last week's episode, as soon as our meeting cut off, I went straight to my couch and watched Office Space. Again.
Yes. You see my stapler?
Oh my God. I forgot how just 2000s this movie was. Like, you don't notice it when you're first watching it, but now that you're watching it 23 years later, like, you can kind of tell. But the thing is, I don't know if I was just like really tired at the time, but the first sort of quarter of the movie, he's miserable and he's
supposed to be.
It's repetitive, but I felt it to my core.
And you're supposed to.
It was portrayed just so well.
Yep.
And I just wanted to clock everybody, and I just felt what he was feeling, you know.
Fucking oath. Got a case of the Mondays?
Yeah, it just
hit me. You too.
Hey, what's happening?
And I'm like, get you to go ahead and move your desk.
Move right to the back. No,
but the last drawer.
I'm gonna set this place on fire. So wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm so glad you went back to that and watched it. It's the best. Fucking having memories has come flooding back. Particularly, I know you want to move on to the next one, but quickly, his neighbor, that what's his name? That Dexter guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, what would you say if someone said you had a case of the Mondays? Because, no, man, I think you get your ass kicked for saying something like that.
With his gorgeous mullet.
Yeah. Anyway.
And it was like a few days after my husband was flicking through, you know, our streaming services. He's like, "You watched Office Space without me? What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's
he was so angry at me. I was like, "Oh wow, one that we could have bonded on. Bloody hell, that's a first." But the next one that I watched was for you. I did it for you.
Oh, I feel special.
I watched Natural Born Killers.
Oh my goodness, like the perfect film right there. Oh my goodness.
And I am sure lots of people feel that way. However, I am going to be very, very wary of people if they tell me that that's their favorite film.
Well, because it is a masterpiece. It is a dead set masterpiece. And what you want to do is ask them why it's their favorite film.
And I will be, just in case they're trying to murder me. That movie is manic. That is the word. That's the only word I can think of or comes to mind when I watched.
It's chaos. It's pure chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Manic, epilepsy-inducing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was exhausted after I watched it.
Yeah.
Thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was wonderful in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And now that I've had time to sit on it, when I first left, got off the couch, I was like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to think. I needed to shut down.
It is, I mean, obviously this is a very controversial film for many reasons, but from a film point of view, it's controversial because it was a Quentin Tarantino film that he disowned. Like, he hates it, or he doesn't hate it. He never seen it. But he hates that it got taken away from him, and he made a whole song and dance about don't go see this movie type of thing. Like, I hate it. And I always saw it out of spite. Like, it's just because he lost control of it, right? I own his script, of Natural Born Killers, and the film you watched is not the same as the film he wrote, so I understand why he's upset. But trust me, his film that he wrote is not as good as what was made.
Yeah, and that's probably why he was a bit dirty about it.
It was a very straight Bonnie and Clyde serial killer movie, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But what Oliver Stone did, which I find is the genius part of it, which is why I love it so much, is he saw it as an opportunity to talk about violence in cinema in America, which is ironic given that he made one of the most violent films of all time.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, but it was also his statement saying, watch yourself consume this. You know, he knew there'd be people like me that would just lap it up.
Mm-hmm.
And he represented us, when I say us in quotation marks, by putting people in the film that fell in love with serial killers. Right? Mm-hmm. It was all about, because it came at the time that the Mendes trial, the O.J. Simpson trial was happening, and the way the audience lapped up that shit like it was entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what the movie is. It's a commentary.
I mean, society hasn't changed whatsoever.
It hasn't,
we still lap it up.
We're far further down the rabbit hole now that we're not as self-aware as we were back then. Like, at least back then, like, we could see what was happening to society because we had movies like this.
Yep.
Now, like, everyone's just oblivious to how fucking mental they are. Anyway, the movie is a masterpiece. It's an experimental film in every regard, but it's I could probably quote it. I've said it that many times and love it that much.
I feel like give me maybe a few months and I can go back and watch it again and watch it with new eyes and be able to see things that I didn't see before. I was trying so hard to just gauge everything all at once. Yep. But this is the final thing I'll say on it as well. RDJ, chef's kiss. Holy shit. This is my favorite thing I have ever seen him in. Yeah. Hands down. He's a genius.
Particularly in the riot scenes when he suddenly he becomes a maniac. He's got his tie wrapped around his head like a fucking Rambo. And he's thriving off the fucking energy. He's
wonderful. It's the perfect character, and he is the perfect person to play that character. Yep. No one else.
I wonder if it doesn't matter either way, but I wonder if you watch the theatrical cut or the director's cut, because the director's cut's just that little bit more insane, if you can imagine. Did you see Tommy Lee Jones' head get separated from his body and put on a stick?
No.
Okay, so that's in the director's cut. So if you see that happen, you know, and that's where it really goes batshit crazy. It's like, fuck, what just happened to Tommy Lee Jones? Yeah. There's a prisoner carrying his head around on a stick.
He was great in that too. Like, he was just...
So he was supposed... Originally, it was Jack Palance was signed on to do the movie, and because he had just won the Oscar for City Slickers, and it was only into pre-production he realized how gratuitously violent it was that he quit. And so Tommy Lee Jones came in at the last minute, which was for the better anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Knocked it out of the park. Yeah. Knocked it out of the park.
Cool. Well,
last one. I watched one more movie, and I'm just going to say it really quick. I know I've been on a roll this week. The Covenant, which is on Amazon Prime. I felt like a little bit of Gyllenhaal. Well worth the watch.
Yeah.
Phenomenal story. Loved it. That's all I'm going to say.
Cool. I haven't seen this one yet. It's a new Guy Ritchie film, and that guy just seems to be fucking pumping movies out of his asshole every fucking 5 minutes. But I've heard this one is one of the least Guy Ritchie films he's done. Like, you can't really see his stamp on it.
If his name wasn't on it and it wasn't called Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, it would have been extremely hard to tell. Wonderful film, though. Wonderful film.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on.
And now we get to the part where the point system applies.
Oh, I forgot about the point system.
The point system.
All right, fill us in. What's the point system?
So what's going to happen is we're going to play the next few games. If we get things right, then you get a point. If you don't get it right, you don't get a point. And if we feel like you sort of got there and I give props to you, we can give half a point.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
How many games we got to play?
2 games.
So a couple
4
of games,
parts to each game. We can earn probably a maximum of 8 points.
So a couple of games.
Yep.
Not a few.
You know, whatever. I'm cool. Doesn't matter.
Apples, oranges. All right. You want to go first?
Sure. So this next game we're going to play is what I like to dub truth or false, or as you know, everyone else in society likes to call true or false. Whatever. I don't fly down that stream with the trout. Anyway, so we're going to play truth or false. and I'll go first.
Okay, we need to change this game to salmon or trout.
Salmon, that's what I was thinking. Great. All right. True or false, Glenn? Dooley Wilson, who played Sam in Casablanca, was an actual acclaimed pianist. True or false?
True.
False. He was
Really?
actually an acclaimed drummer.
And they put him on the piano.
They put him on the piano. He couldn't play, so obviously they
Yeah.
overlapped that with someone who could play.
Can you imagine that? Play it, Sam. You must remember this. Kiss is still a kiss.
And then there's just like, what's his face from the Foo Fighters?
Well, far out. Anyway, that'd be a good movie. I'd like to see that one. All right, so you've made the score there?
Of 0, yep.
Good. True or false? Steven Spielberg produced Young Sherlock Holmes.
Young Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Who started that?
That's a great question. The two young actors are basically unknown actors. I know that the kid that played Watson was Brian Cox's son, the acclaimed actor Brian Cox.
Okay.
Neither of the two young actors who played Sherlock and Watson have gone on to any fame.
Okay.
But it was written by Chris Columbus, who obviously did Goonies, Gremlins, Home Alone, Harry Potter.
Yep.
So,
I'm going to say true.
Yeah, it is true. I think I gave it away by saying Chris Columbus there.
No. It gave it away earlier when young Sherlock, when they were kids. And I know that Steven Spielberg is loves to do some childlike adolescent growing up adventures. So I was going to say true anyway.
So 0 for you. Okay.
1 for me.
A bit of trivia for that one. That movie was the very first movie in history to have a fully computer-generated character, and that was Pixar that animated it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a glass character in there made of all shards of glass from a massive window that assembles into like a figure, and that's all done by Pixar before they were the Pixar we know.
Wow, freaky. Nice. I like it.
Good movie. Right up your alley. It's very Harry Potter-ish.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good for kids?
Great for kids. It might be a little bit scary for the youngest, but the other two, definitely. It all depends on their sensibilities. Maybe the youngest is a bit more, got more, constitution for that stuff. No? Okay.
No. All right. So, truth or false? The original title for Scream was Scary Movie.
True. It's one that obviously I did know, but also you've given me that one before.
Have I really?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you remembered. It was a test and you got it. Good job.
Go me, 2 points.
1.
So I can then go.
Yes.
All right. So true or false? Kevin Costner had a stunt ass in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, Kevin Costner. Nah, that's false.
Incorrect. It was true.
No, he had a stunt ass?
There's the nude scene at the waterfall. He was too embarrassed to get his kid off in front of Mary Master Antonio or whatever her name was. Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio. Yeah. So he insisted that someone else's ass be on camera.
Oh, okay.
I know. So all of those ladies that went home and had a bit.
Good for him. Yeah.
With that in mind, it wasn't him.
Oh. Who's that guy? That's what we all want to know.
Well, I mean, it could be Sloth from fucking Goonies for all we know.
Exactly right. Well, he was a football player, so he had to have tight buns. He's a football player. Next one for you.
Yeah, please.
The 1927 film Wings was the first movie ever to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards.
Very true.
Yes. It is true. And so then I kind of fell down a rabbit hole with this movie. And the storyline does strongly resemble Pearl Harbor. Very, very much so. 1 girl, 2 guys, fighter pilots.
Wings is a fantastic
war.
film. Yeah.
But then I fell down a Clara Bow rabbit hole
that happens.
as well.
That happens.
Yep. She was an interesting Interesting character.
Wings is a fantastic movie. It's funny, like just today, a few hours ago, I watched Fritz Lang's M, which is like a 1931 movie, and it's a police procedural movie about a serial killer. And it was so. I mean, I've seen it before, but I forgot how fucking brilliant it is and how terrifying it is because he's not only a killer, he's a pedophile child killer. So imagine that though in the 1930s, like that's, I mean, that's ahead of its time. Like to go that dark, and and it was a German film. America remade it, sanitized it a bit, but geez. Anyway, sorry, your Wings got me on that hole.
I was gonna say it's easy to fall down that rabbit hole. It happened to me.
Yes. All right. So your next one, true or false, is the movie Something's Gotta Give is a legacy sequel to Terms of Endearment.
Oh, false.
Is it? Yes, it's false. There was a legacy sequel to Terms of Endearment though, and it was called The Evening Star.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so Shirley MacLaine came back. Juliette Lewis was in it. Jack Nicholson returns for a cameo. It's quite a good movie. It got nominated for an Oscar. So yeah.
Oh, fancy. Very fancy. All right, last one for you. Sorry, wow. Deer Hunter was the first film to feature curse words.
Geez. Hit me where it hurts here, Chloe. Deer Hunter is a movie I should be all across. I love it. I assume you've seen it?
A long time
Given
ago.
that you love war films, I highly recommend you get on it. Oh, look, I want to say false because I feel like there are other movies that have had curse words in it, but at the same time, something in me feels like I've read that before, and I did know that at one point in time.
1970.
70,
yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's 70. Isn't it like 75, 76?
Nah, I think it was early 70s.
Okay. I'll just go true just for the sake of speeding things along.
It's actually false.
Yeah.
The first movie...
78. It's 78. It's way later. So
is it?
If I'd known the year, I would have gone false. Fucking hell.
Oh, sure. The first movie to feature curse words or fuck was MASH.
I knew that. I fucking knew that.
He threw the pen, ladies and gentlemen. He threw the pen.
I fucking knew that. You know what it was? I knew it was a war movie that had the first swear word.
This is what I did. I was trying to trip you up. I'm very competitive.
No,
I told you.
Where you tripped me up was you fucking said early 70s.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
No, because it's the same year.
MASH was early 70s.
It's the same year as Apocalypse Now, and I'm thinking, but Apocalypse Now was 78, 79, and like it confused me. Anyway.
Well, it confused me too, so maybe I didn't mean to throw you off that.
No. Confusing the other player is not against the rules. Like,
that was well, it was an unintentional. So don't give me too many props there.
Angry at myself. God damn it. All right. So, true or false? Cal Penn of Harold and Kumar fame quit acting to become an associate director of the administration, the Obama White House administration.
He absolutely did. That is the truth.
I regret doing that question because, of course, you know that.
Of course I know that. No, that's actually a really good question because I don't know if it's his... I mean, I've seen interviews where he has mentioned it, but I don't think it's plastered everywhere.
It was fairly well known at the time. And that's why he was hired when he came back into acting for... Designated Survivor.
Yeah.
He practically played the role that he had been doing for the last few years. But
yeah.
There you go. That was a very good show.
There you go.
There lies the end of truth or false.
Truth or false. Hey, you want to know what I'm doing in a couple of weekends?
Please.
I'm going to a movie-themed rave.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How old are you again?
I'm 23.
Tell me about it.
So I was invited to go to a rave. It's here in my hometown. And you dress up as characters from this movie, and I think I've chosen my character. I'm tossing up between a few. But yeah, I'm going to a Shrek-themed rave.
I have no words.
All Star's going to come on and I'm going to lose my shit. Hey now, here on All Star.
It sounds like an awful time. Is it in a swamp, at least?
Well, it's an old pub, so kind of.
It's a pub. How is this a rave?
Well, I mean, I think rave is like a very
You're going to an over
loose
28
term,
fucking night at the local.
which is what we like to call a rave, where we dress up from characters from Shrek.
Wrecked.
But I would like
Wrecked.
some comments from our listeners and our watchers as to which character I should actually go as. So I'm tossing up here, and maybe you can help me out too, Glenn. It's going to be either an ugly stepsister, donkey, or one of the three little pigs. So throw your votes out there. Whatever the most popular vote is, I'm going to go as.
How many gingerbread men are going to be there, do you think?
Well, gingerbread, it hasn't been claimed yet, so that's a possibility as well.
Oh, so you have to fucking nominate your characters and...
No, just within our group. Just within our little group there. But I'm kind of, I'd really like to go as one of the three little pigs because I just want to...
those same people
that... little German voice and say...
Those same people that Chloe just appealed to for help and assistance in this... Let it be known that is confirmation she's committed this to the show, and therefore we will be putting photographs on our social media.
Absolutely, you will. I'm pumped.
I can tell.
It's going to be Shrek-themed cocktails and glow sticks. I'm all for it.
That's not child friendly.
I'm not a child. I'm 23.
But it's Shrek.
Yeah, but Shrek came out when I was 11. I had a Shrek-themed birthday. I had a Shrek cake, and I watched that on VHS 2 or 3 times a day for a good 6 months.
I was being one of our naysayers on TikTok.
Oh, I don't care.
Before we play our last game, I just wanted to say that I was all really excited and prepped this week to come to you talking about the new Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll just spoil it for everybody. I was going to tell my story.
I'm not good at this. I'm not learning. How do you not know this by now?
Okay, well, people that follow Good Movie Monday will know that I went to the Indiana Jones screening. I arrived at IMAX, was so fucking excited. This is the movie I've been waiting for over 10 years. You know, really, really have been hanging for this one. Got into IMAX. I've been ill over the last few weeks, but I'm feeling good. And maybe 5 minutes before the film starts, boom, they turn their air conditioner on. And you could tell, like, the whole room just sort of went, big, you know, fluff of air came through and it hit the back of my throat. It must have been loaded with dust or something. And I had a cough attack, right? But it was a cough attack that was not going anywhere. And I'm like, I can't be the guy in the middle of an IMAX crowd that doesn't stop coughing. So I looked at my wife and I said, we have to go. She's like, but you've been waiting 10 years for this. I'm like, I fucking know. I'm about to cry. We have to go. And because IMAX is not a cinema, you can just hop up and get out when you need to go and excuse yourself or cough. Like, you've really got to piss everybody off to get out. Yeah. And so I drove home. The second I got back in the car, I was as good as gold. And, you know.
Fucking air conditioning.
IMAX. Fuck you, IMAX.
Fucking hell.
If it was any other cinema in town, I reckon I would have been fine. That particular air duct, it just hit me and I was so angry. So I haven't seen it yet. And that was going to be my story before Chloe spoiled it.
I'm so sorry you didn't get to see it, Glenn. It's really shit. I know how much you've been looking forward to it, and you will get there eventually.
Oh, I'm going to go see it next week, but yeah, I was looking forward to...
It's not the point. Like, it's...
in ahead of time, reporting on what it's like, and anyway, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Moving on, next game.
Happy chappies. Let's go.
Okay, next game is which came first?
Which came first? It's not like it sounds. Would you like to explain?
Well, the answer is always Glenn, obviously. But
typical.
So the aim of this game is we each list 4 films, and we just have to put them in the order that they were released.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Absolutely.
You choose who goes first this time.
I'll go first.
Oh, okay.
I'll go first.
I thought Glenn always came first, so you know.
Well, we're changing the game here, buddy. We're changing the game.
Well, you better be fast because I don't know if I can hold out that long.
Fucking heard it all before. Okay. All right.
No cameo this week either, I see.
No, not yet. Shush. All right, first one.
Yep.
You ready?
Yes.
Oh my God, all right. Platoon.
Yep.
Gallipoli.
Yep.
Full Metal Jacket,
Yep.
Dogs of War.
Okay, so that would be Gallipoli, Full Metal Jacket, Platoon, and Dogs of War.
No. I'll give you one more.
Then it has to be Platoon, Gallipoli, Full Metal Jacket, Dogs of War.
No.
Well, Platoon is what, 88?
86.
86, okay. Gallipoli was what, 80? I thought Gallipoli was like 84, 85.
81.
81. Okay, Full Metal Jacket is definitely like 89, 88?
87.
87. And then Dogs of War is a recent one, yeah?
80.
What? That's where I fucked up. So Dogs of War, what was I thinking of?
Don't know.
Oh, I was thinking, what's the one with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill?
War
Dogs.
War Dogs.
Fuck me, that's very...
Gotcha. See, I was willing to give you half a point if you kind of got it in order, but no. I can't give you one for that.
Fine. Fine.
Sorry.
How disappointing.
Almost, but not really.
All right. Well, you'll go next.
Okay.
Which came first? The Addams Family movie.
Which one?
The Barry Sonnenfeld one with
Christina Ricci?
Yes.
Okay, yep.
So The Addams Family.
Yep.
Bad Taste.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Rain Man and Supergirl.
Yep. Rain Man, Supergirl. Okay. So I'm going to go Rain Man number 1. Addams Family number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea about Supergirl, so I'm going to go 3 and then Bad Taste 4.
None of those are correct.
Okay. Do I get one more shot?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to completely switch it around. Bad Taste number 1. Rain Man number 2. Supergirl number 3 and Addams Family number 4.
None of those are right.
Okay. No points for me.
So the order was Supergirl, which was 1984.
Oh, okay, yep.
Peter Jackson's Bad Taste was 1987.
Okay.
Rain Man
was 87?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It was. Yes, it was. Rain Man was 1988.
Yep.
And then Addams Family was 91.
Yeah, I knew Addams Family was in the 90s and I thought Rain Man was early 90s as well. So that's where
gotcha.
I thought all of these were 90s because I thought Rain Man and Addams Family and Bad Taste were all 90s. So that's just kind of how I was going with it.
Fair enough.
Wrong
Fair enough.
on all counts.
Yeah, because Supergirl was officially part of the Christopher Reeve Superman canon. Like it was same universe, had the same look and feel about it. Yeah.
I've never seen a Superman. Yeah, no, we're not going down this road again. Who played Supergirl?
Helen Slater.
And why wasn't she Superwoman?
Because there's no comic like that. Like this is based on the. If you've ever you've never seen Superman, so this is a conversation we don't have to have.
Just saying. Just saying. She had tits. She was a woman. Anyway, all right. You ready for your next one?
Go to town, nerds. Go to town.
Come at me. All right. Your next one.
Yep.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yep.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yep.
Never Been Kissed.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly Ballroom.
Okay. Give me a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I reckon... Sorry.
I'm just giving them something to listen to.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go Strictly Ballroom, Sleepless in Seattle, My Best Friend's Wedding, and Never Been Kissed.
4 for 4, baby. You got it all right. Look at you.
Yes. So can I guess? Strictly Ballroom's 91?
Close, 92.
Okay. Then Sleepless in Seattle's 92 or 93, I should say.
93.
And then My Best Friend's Wedding's 96.
97.
Okay, and Never Been Kissed 98.
99.
Oh well, I don't care.
You still got it right. That's fine. You still got it right.
Excellent. Make sure you just write that down.
Yeah, I got your point. It's all
Okay.
right. I got your point.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right. Hit me.
Amsterdam, Parasite, The Revenant, and Cruella.
Okay. Amsterdam. Can you elaborate
Margot
on the
Robbie. It's the what's his name? The director. Fucking lost his name. It's like Denzel Washington's son. What's his name?
I don't know.
Christian Bale, Margot
Okay.
Robbie.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
Okay. Mm,
David O. Russell. That's the director I'm looking for.
mm, this is not going to be correct. Okay. I'm going to go number 1, Parasite.
Okay.
Number 2, Revenant.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Amsterdam. And number 4, Cruella.
None of those are correct.
All right. One more try.
Yes.
Okay. Number 1, Revenant. Number 2, Amsterdam. Number 3, Parasite. Number 4, Cruella.
You got one right there.
Yeah, no, that's not a point. That's not a
Okay,
point.
so it was The Revenant, 2015.
Okay, so that's the one I got right.
Yep. Parasite, 2019.
Yep.
Cruella was 21.
Yep.
Amsterdam, 2022.
Oh, so it's a relatively new
Yeah,
movie.
because you
Okay.
were trying to fish the answer out of me, and I'm like, I'm not giving you
No,
too
I
much
wasn't. No, I
information.
wasn't trying to fish the answer. I just didn't know what that movie was.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
all.
enough. You'd love it. You'd love it.
Would I?
Yep, I think so.
Okay. I believe you. All right.
Yep.
Number 3,
Mm-hmm.
Pan's Labyrinth,
Yep.
Jeepers Creepers,
Yep.
Scream 3,
Oh, that's gonna throw me. Yep.
Saw 5.
Oh, fuck you. This is a really hard one when you throw sequels in there.
I know.
Okay, give me a second. You can sing if you want to.
Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na, da-na-na-na. Imagine me with donkey ears.
Okay, so I am going to go with Scream 3, Jeepers Creepers, Pan's Labyrinth, and Saw 5.
I'm going to give you half a point because you got half right.
Up. Okay. I don't know what half.
I know. I'll give you one more guess, and if you get it right, then I'll give you the full point.
Okay. See, but this is the
It's
thing.
risky.
I don't know how to rearrange it.
It's risky. You can keep the half point, or you can go for the full point. What are you going to do?
If there's an option, no, I'm keeping the half point. If there's an option there, I didn't know that was a rule.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm making them up as I go, man. It's all the more.
Then lock it in.
Lock it in, Eddie. All right, half a point. There you go. It's all accounted for. Now, do you want to see if you can fix it?
No, please just tell me.
No? Okay. Scream 3, Jeepers Creepers, Saw 5, Pan's Labyrinth.
So that was the last two that I got wrong.
That was a good one. You did all right.
The Saw threw me because the sequels all just
blend together. Yeah, okay. They sure do.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
Yep.
Okay, which came first? Grease, Chinatown,
Original. Yeah,
Muppet Movie, Dot and the Kangaroo.
Oh, Dot and the Kangaroo.
That's just for you.
Kangaroo. That's what I used to do when I was a child. When the kangaroo would hop away at the end, I'd be a little girl at the TV going kangaroo and crying. Just for all our listeners out there,
yeah.
it doesn't take much. Okay. Ooh. Okay, gonna go Muppet Movie 1, Grease 2, Dot and the Kangaroo 3, Chinatown 4.
You got one right in there.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Would you like me to tell you what one you got correct and then try to reorder the last three?
Will I still get a full point if I get it
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got Greece correct. That was number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Dot and the Kangaroo number 1.
Okay.
Grease 2. Chinatown 3 and Muppet 4.
Nah. Well, you
Damn
got
it.
Muppet. You got Muppet right, but I think we're beyond. That's not a point, is it?
That's not saving.
No.
No, there's no saving that.
So it was Chinatown first in 74.
Okay.
Greece in 78.
Yep.
Sorry. No, Dot and the Kangaroo 2. You got it wrong. I got it around the wrong order. So you're incorrect. I'm sorry, Chloe. Take that point away from yourself.
I didn't take any points.
Oh, didn't you? I thought I gave you Greece. Okay.
No.
No, that's right. I've kind of fucked this up. So it was Chinatown, Dot and the Kangaroo, Grease, and Muppet Movie.
Grease and Muppet. Oh, I thought the Muppet Movie was like early.
79.
Oh, okay. I thought it was earlier than that. Okay.
No, it's my vintage.
I was also getting Chinatown confused with Big Trouble in Little China too.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
We're talking the Roman Polanski, Jack Nicholson movie, greatest gumshoe movie ever made.
Very different to what I was thinking. So,
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking hell.
All right. This is your last point that you can possibly obtain.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
No pressure, but if
Lay
you
it on
fuck this up,
me,
all right?
please.
Okay. Young Guns,
Yep.
Outsiders,
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast Club,
Yep.
Red Dawn.
Oof, this is hard. Okay, so give me a minute to shuffle these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie.
All right, so 2 of them are throwing me off here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to go Red Dawn, Outsiders, Breakfast Club, Young Guns.
You can keep a half a point, or you can go again for a full point.
All right, so I'm going to go Outsiders, Red Dawn, Breakfast Club, Young Guns.
Full point for you, buddy. 4 out of 4. Was it worth the risk? Absolutely. Nice. I still have not seen the original Red Dawn.
Oh, geez. Remedy.
I've seen the remake with Tom Cruise's son, and I think Hemsworth is in it or something like that.
Oh, Tom Cruise's son is in Miles Teller? Or
No.
Tom Cruise's real son in it?
Connor Cruise. I think his name is. Yeah.
Okay, that's news to me. Keep going.
Yeah, so I've seen that one, but I've not seen the original one, and it kills me every single day because I just freaking loved it. So that's like high on my list of movies to watch.
Okay, so who is this son?
I think his name is Connor. It was one of his kids with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, he's not even remotely one of the lead actors. Okay, gotcha.
Well, no, but he's in it.
Okay, no, fair enough. You're correct.
He's in it for quite a while, until maybe 3/4 of the way through the movie.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Learning something every day.
There you go. So, oh my God, I taught you something.
I don't care for that movie, though.
What, the original or the remake?
Remake. Original's masterpiece.
I'm sure. I absolutely have no doubt, but that's what kind of spurred me on to wanting to watch.
Oh, we're having a coughing attack. I thought it was going to be me. I thought it was going to be me.
So sorry.
That's right.
I hope you can cut out all of that audio. Yes, I like in the moment I enjoyed the remake, and it made me want to watch the original all the more. And I'm sure once I watch the original, the remake's just going to be like whatever. So,
what did you think of Tomorrow When the World Began? When the War Began?
Loved it.
Yeah,
loved it. Loved the book. Really enjoyed the movie. Didn't quite so much enjoy the TV show.
Yep. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Last one.
Okay,
here we go. Which came first? Lawrence of Arabia, My Fair Lady, To Sir with Love, and The Great Escape.
Oh, I'm going to get this so wrong.
You never know.
I'm just gonna have to wing it. Lawrence of Arabia 1. The Great Escape 2.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
My Fair Lady 3. To Sir with Love 4.
4 out of 4.
Shut up.
No.
No.
Lawrence of Arabia in 62, Great Escape 63, My Fair Lady 64, and To Sir with Love in 67.
Shut up.
I know, as you were just talking your way through that, I'm like, fucking hell, she's got it.
Well, so I knew Lawrence of Arabia was early 60s, and then I knew The Great Escape was 60s as well. And then I couldn't quite figure out if My Fair Lady was late 60s, early 70s. But then I'm thinking about it. I actually studied it in high school and based my monologue for year 12 off it. So I should know that, like, pretty well. Wow, I'm so proud
My
of
Fair
myself.
Lady came out the same year as Mary Poppins. Big year for Julie Andrews.
Pardon me? Big year, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Julie Andrews wasn't in.
No, but she was the My Fair Lady in the original stage show, and there was the whole when it got made into a film, she was cast in it, and they replaced her at the last minute by Hepburn.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, which apparently at the time, Julie Andrews was devastated because she was the one that originated the role and made it big. But then the regret subsided when she won the Oscar for Mary Poppins.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep.
She might have won the Oscar for My Fair Lady had she been in it as well, to be completely fair. But then we wouldn't have the Mary Poppins that we know and love today. So
exactly, the one that I had and have the biggest crush on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Julie Andrews, of course.
There we go.
Well, so that concludes our point system for this evening.
Tally.
I mean, it was close.
Was it? How close?
Half a point.
What? You're the one that's allowing the half a point system.
That's true, and you won by half a point.
Man, that half a point, I tell you.
That half a fucking point. See, that's what I get for trying to be fair and nice. I should just be a total mole and not give it to you, but I did.
You should. When are you not a total mole? Come on.
Shut up.
So I reckon there's a possibility that this episode has gone overtime, which is not a problem because some bad news for most of the people that enjoy us every week is that we've got a week off next week. We're taking a bit of a break, a sabbatical, if you will. But we're going to come back reloaded and recharged to do it all over again the following week. And
hopefully healthy as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've both not been
on both ends of the spectrum.
We've not been well, and we need a bit of a recharge. There's some other things going on behind the scenes. It's just it's time to just have a week off.
Yes, and I know that they will miss us, and I know that they're just going to be absolutely devastated by that. But, we're people, all right? We're people, we need a rest too.
We're coming back.
It's okay.
We're coming back with Shrek Rave footage, aren't we?
Yes. No. Yes. It's not till August. It's still a little while away.
Oh, fuck.
It's just something for them to look forward to and for you to look forward to.
There goes my plans for our great return.
Oh, no, sorry. It's in August.
Bloody hell. I guess I'm going to have a follow that bird rave.
Yeah, well, that gives plenty of people time to comment on what costume they want me to wear.
Big Bird from Sesame Street wore rave pants. Come on. Big Bird was made for raving.
Were they parachute pants or?
No, they were the big sort of flary ring pants.
Big flare.
The rings, they had the rings around them. Anyway, the joke's kind of ruined when we have to explain it.
Yep.
Yep, all right.
I'm just really young.
Have a great week off, Chloe.
You too, Glenn.
I will. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out our social media pages. We might not be on next week, but we're not going anywhere, so you can still interact with us on those pages. I may pop something up on them in lieu of the show. You never know. You've got to be paying attention to find out. So until 2 weeks from now, see you then.
Bye.